Hello, it's Shanna. Welcome to my channel. Glad you could join me. Now, a little bit ago I was just fooling around and I created this ink blended panel. I basically made my own stencil using this Amazon die that I have here, and I just cut my own stencil out and I did this, and I was just doing some blending. I liked it, and I thought it could be fun if I added some additional colors to it, so I thought I'd try again. Now this, I'm just going to use it again, and I've got some ink. I'm going to pan out here. I've already got some orange ink laying there that I didn't want to waste, so it's already on my panel there, but I'm going to bring in some additional colors. So I'm going to get me a panel. I can reach one. And I'm going to get it taped down. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to tape this particular panel down to my desktop so that it doesn't move. Hopefully you can see that. And then I'm going to take what I'm calling my stencil, which is just another piece of cardstock that I cut the oval, the floral oval out of, and I'm just going to lay it on top here, and we'll just do some ink blending. Oh my goodness, we had such a wonderful day today. It was just gorgeous out. Spent a lot of time outdoors. Had a good day at church. I came home and I actually was in the mood for chicken and noodles, so I made that, and that was wonderful, and I love that. And then I just spent most of the time outside. I planted some flowers and got that taken care of. I took a little nap. My sister came over and we sat outside and had a nice long conversation. So I'm going to use forest moss. Is going to be the first thing I'm going to use, and I'm just going to lay a little bit on there because when I did my orange, I put way too much down there. And I don't want to waste my inks. And I've just got myself a blotting thing here. I'm going to start with the green here on the bottom, and this is the forest moss. I'm just going to start with that. I'm just going to kind of see what happens here. I'm just trying a bunch of different colors, and we'll see if they turn out. I just pulled in just some of my Distress Oxides. I've got Rusty Hinge here that I'm going to try next, and I believe this is the one that I want to use for it. And I'll just grab a little dab of that. I'm not going to get too much because again, I don't want to waste. I may have to blot some of this up when I get done on a card. I'm just going to bring it in. This is my Rusty Hinge. Just kind of giving it a shot. And then next I'm going to use my Crackling Campfire. I'm going to get my, oh actually I've already got it. That's what I have right there on my thing. So it's Crackling Campfire. And I'm going to grab some of it, blot it off. And then I'm going to come into that, and it's going to be a little bit redder than what my Rusty Hinge is. Just going to try and blend them together. And I have no idea how this is going to come out. I'm just giving it a shot, and we will see. And then the next color I'm going to use is my Dried Marigold. I think I probably should have used my Crackling Campfire, then my Rusty Hinge, and then my Dried Marigold, but I've already got it on there, so we'll just keep going. Just grabbing some of it, and we'll see how this goes. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to come in and get a little bit more of it, see if I can get a little bit heavier. Kind of blend everything in together. Okay. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to use is, I've got the stormy sky. And I'm just going to lay a little bit of it down. And my voice is kind of going in and out. I'm just going to clean this brush off a little bit. It's got some blue ink on it already. And I'm just going to grab that stormy sky. Kind of blot a little bit. And then run this across there. Grab a little bit more. Run it across. And then my final color that I'm going to use is going to be Prize Ribbon. And I'm just going to dab a little bit of it on my surface. That's probably about all I need. It's pretty dark. Grab it. And I'll come in over here and just try and lay it down. And just kind of blend it all together. Okay, I think I'm going to come in with a little bit more of that green. Okay, so let's take a look at our ink blended panel and just see what it looks like. This was just kind of a wide array of colors that I'm using, and I just thought it would be fun to just do some blending and see what we come up with. So we'll just pull it up and see how it looks. I think that's kind of fun. It kind of makes me think that we've got, you know, like the grass and then the sun setting into the night sky. So I think that turned out really pretty. So I'm going to bring in some stamps and see what I can do with this panel and see what kind of a card I can make with it. I really like the way it looks. I think it looks quite pretty. So I think what I'll do is trying to clean up my mess a little bit so I can function here. I have got this Perfect Floral Bloom set, and it stamps in a lot of solid areas, and I think that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to get my Misty and see if I can't put together, this is something that I had stamped out, but these stamp just a lot of solid images. So I was able to sit out in the sun for a little bit, so I got a little bit of color today, so that's nice to get some of that. So I think I'm just going to pull this apart and see if I can't come up with some images. I'm thinking maybe that. Sounds like there's an ultralight plane flying outside my window. There's a guy in town that runs one, and he's out on it pretty regularly, and it sounds like he is out and about, and it's a beautiful evening for it, so I'm sure he's enjoying himself, because it is lovely. Okay, I think I'm going to do maybe this one. I have no idea where I'm going here, but I'm thinking I might do that and maybe put this big floral flower on. I think I'm gonna have to do these probably maybe one at a time. So let's just start off with, I think I can do these two. Let's start off with these two, and we'll just lift them And I'm going to have to put my card panel back in the corner. And I need to grab my Tuxedo Black ink. Oh, I see him. Okay, he's over the top of my neighbor's house. I'm just up there enjoying the night sky. It's still daylight out. Sun's starting to go down, but he's probably just catching the best part of the evening, maybe watching the sunset as he's out there on his ultralight plane. He's an older gentleman, and he's been doing it for years. He actually has kids older than me, so if that tells you his age. He's certainly an older gentleman. I think I'm going to lay that one in there. I'm going to pull these off. And I'm just going to try and build just a little pattern here. There we go. I think that looks pretty. I like it. I'm going to stop there. I think I could go on and maybe make a mess of it, but I think I'll just quit there, and we'll get to work on our card. I like it. I think it looks good. Okay. So if I want to cut it down, I'm going to need to decide, how much I'm going to cut down. It actually looks like I've got a little less on this side than I do this side. So I need to figure out about how much. I've got a black panel that I'm just going to cut down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And I'm going to lay it on my back piece. This piece is kind of messed up anyway right there, so I'm going to use that. And then I think I'll be able to lay this down on top of that and have just the tiniest of edge around it. And I mean tiny. So let me see. Yeah, I need to take some more off this side. I'm going to take 1/8 of an inch off this side too. So that I can have a little bit of a, yeah, I'm going to go right there. And then let's look at it. I may need to take some off the bottom too. Let me get it how I want it. Yeah. Okay, I think that'll work now. So there we have it. I think that looks nice. Okay. And I'm just going to grab some of my glue runner and just lay it down onto my card panel. I think that looks pretty good. Now I have these sentiments that I've already cut out from a new die set, which I'll link in the description box below. And I've cut several of these out in black, and I have them ready. So I'm going to probably use one of these. It's going to be a thanks so much card. I have that. I also have, let me just pull them out, because I had a variety of things in here. Just to see what I had. I thought I had like a chunky thanks like these hellos, but perhaps I don't. Anyway, I just had fun the other day just doing a bunch of foiling with my glimmer machine, and I had a lot of fun with that. So I think what I'm going to do is actually use this thanks. I like the way that it looks. It's a little chunky, and I'm going to use it. So I'm going to get all this stuff put away. But you can see I did multiple colors. I just did a whole bunch of different ones so that I would just have them on hand and I could just pull them in and use them for my cards. So that was a lot of fun. I was in a mood the other day and I thought I'm just going to crank a bunch of these out. So I'll just get them put away. All right, just get these out of the way. These hellos, I think they're really cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to bring in this, this is scrapbook.com thin foam squares. That one's not quite big enough. I'm going to put that back on there. And I'm just going to find one that'll just make one long enough to pop that up. So I'll just lay it on there and just cut it, and we'll pop that up. And it'll be a very simple yet elegant thank you card, I think. I think it looks really, well, I guess it's going to be a thanks card. I'm just going to put this right there. Just get it lined up. Is it straight? I think that looks pretty straight. Now I just need to pull in my card base and just lay it on my card base. And I think I'm going to add some kind of a sequin to that, because I think that would be nice if I had something there in the center. So give me a minute, I'll grab something and we'll get together. Okay, I grabbed my card panel and I just need to score it. And I'm just going to score it at 4 1/4. Just like that. And I'm going to bend it. And then I'm going to lay it here in the corner just to try and line my sides up so I get a good, nice lined up card. And I've got that ready. So I'll lay that aside. And this is just going to be a really flat card. So I'm just going to take, again, just my glue runner on the back of my panel. Whoops. And then just lay it down on my card. And actually, my black should be the same size as my card base. So I'll bring my score buddy in to just line that up. That'll just help me line it up. Well, looks like it's off a little bit. I'm not sure what happened there. I just have to cut it down a little bit. I don't mind that. Now the other thing I did was I brought in, and I'm not sure I'm going to like this because this is more of a holographic, so I don't think the gold, I was thinking I might use one of these on my little flower to give it some dimension, but I don't think I'm going to use it. The other thing I have is I do have these stickles, and I thought I could use them. I might just try, because I haven't used them, I might just try to use this yellow and just see if I can put like a little center to my flower right there. I should probably try it on some scrap paper first before I run my card. Yeah, I don't know. Put just a little bit on there. I think I'll push it and let it suck back in. And I'll just let that dry. That is just a teeny, teeny, tiny little dab of it. And I'll just let that dry on there, and I think it'll kind of give a little center to my flower. I think that'll be fine. And so that is going to be my card. It's pretty basic, but it's going to be a nice thank you card. And it was fun to do the ink blending and then the, I don't know, silhouette stamping on there. and just add a simple thanks. So that was quick and easy. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.